afternoon, outliers. Or should I say, good afternoon, David. Good afternoon or good evening, Sebastian, and good morning to you, Leo. Man, everybody's here today. Thank you all so much for joining us on today's OVTLYR Trading Room. This is going to be a short one. So let's jump right into it. I don't have to keep talking, right? I like talk because I don't mind hearing myself talk, I suppose. I did spend the morning at my son's school for the end of year thing, as they do. So it was nice to be there for the kids. So let's jump right into it. Michael's here. Good to see you, Michael. Welcome to the OVTLYR Trading Room. This is how to trade in only 10 minutes a day and exactly how to take the guesswork out of trading. Now, full disclosure, I am a partner with OVTLYR, and this is my style of trading using OVTLYR, but OVTLYR delivers you opportunities every single day. So with the golden ticket trading strategy, it always starts with the market with the 10 over the 20 with price over the 50. Let's go to the SPY. And that's exactly what we see. 10, 20, 50, new all-time highs closing in on right now. Goran, good to see you. Hadn't seen you in a couple days. Glad you made it. Pushing new all-time highs here. Don't get in the way. If it's going higher, let it go higher and just ride the wave with it. The next step is to look at our existing trades, right? We took off one trade yesterday, didn't put anything new on. Today, let's look at what we have on and see if we need to take them off, right? That's the point, right? You take off the trades, it gives you capital, it allows you to book profits, and it allows you to get busy and take off or you can reduce risk before you add more risk, right? That's the point. That's what you got to do every day. Let's start with Walmart. Walmart, if you recall yesterday, I waited right till the close. You can check it on the Discord. I mean, it was like within the last couple seconds of the day where, well, maybe like 5 minutes or so. Yeah. I was like, I'm going to hold it. And then we got a big power bar right over the top of it here at the close. And I was like, all right, cool. That was what I was expecting. As it was pushing higher, we did get that big power bar right there. So I didn't have any issues holding this overnight. And as you can see, Walmart has returned the favor by going up about 1 1/3% at the moment. This is now a new high over the last few days, a new high of the day and potentially a new closing high if it stays above this here. Both of those are bullish, right? This is trend following at its finest. When the market's moving higher, when the stock is moving higher, let it move and just get out of the way. So the 10 EMA is not broken. The half ATR is not broken. There's no order blocks in our way. Had to double check. The heat map, we'll check in a second, and it's not below yesterday's low. So let's look at the heat map on Walmart. Onto Walmart. Walmart's one of those stocks where, in my bearish macro perspective, I think Walmart's a really, really good buy. Granted, we're trading it on a little bit shorter time frame than somebody else might if they were taking that perspective as their trading signal. But yeah, I think Walmart's going to be one of those stocks that really comes through once the pullback starts. All right. R1 was the entry signal color. Remember to look on this line up here. R1, so red 1. Then it went to green 2. Now it's at green 5, G5. No issues there. I'm going to exit when it sells into strength at G13. That's my plan. So I don't have any reason to take off Walmart. Let's go to WMB. Williams Companies. The Williams Companies. All right, let's take a look at this. Is this trending higher at the moment? It is. I want to price it out. I want to price it out to see if we can get a credit and roll this up. I mean, we're 7 cents off. It was up above that earlier today. Give me just a second here. I see Tastyworks is going to make me relog in. You scoundrels are not allowed to see my passwords, all right? I know you keep asking, but it ain't going to happen. All right. I want to look at WMB to roll this up. Like I say, it's 7 cents off. I'm not going to stress over 7 cents if we can get filled for a good price. So WMB. Okay. So we're already in the 40s. That's what I was looking for. WMB, we're in the June 21st 40s. If we roll it up, that takes it from an 85 delta to a 69 delta. That's good. Liquidity is outstanding here. Look at that, thousands and thousands. So that won't be an issue. And this is only 10 cents wide. I like that. What about 32 cents over 115? How much is that? 27%. It's a little expensive in that regard, but we have mucho liquidity. What can we roll it up for? So the order would be sell to close the 40s, buy to open the 41s. Taking 80 cents in credit is actually really good. Moving $1 up and taking in 80% of that as a credit. Now we started at, where do we get in at? I think we got in at 160, didn't we? WMB? Yeah, we got in at 160. Well, this is a good trade. Okay. So if we rolled it up, if we took in 80 cents of credit, and then we ended up closing it later on, let's say we got filled at 120, that would mean our total exit would be $2, which is roughly where it's at right now. Which is, what kind of percent return at the moment? 25%, give or take. A little bit under 25% already. I'll take that. Let's go ahead and do that. Go ahead, take some profits off the table, reducing risk, and gives us some more capital to trade with. Why not? We're, how much are we? 4 cents off? I mean, 5, 6, 8 cents off? I'm okay with that. I'm going to roll it. Now, let's go through that process real quick. At each profitable ATR, can you roll up and potentially out if you wanted to for a credit? We'd be taking in 80 cents of credit. So yes, as one order, you would sell to close the original position and then buy closer to the money the same number of contracts, right? So it'd be, let's say if you had 53, you would sell to close the 40, all 53, buy to open the 41s, same number of contracts, okay? So moving it closer to the money. Same liquidity standards, we're already good there. It frees up, it takes partial profits now. It frees up capital now, and it keeps the trade alive. You cannot do this. You cannot do this with stock. And if we're really lucky, we might be able to roll it a second time here in a couple days. And this is what I was trying to do last week. I think it was on JCI. In fact, what is JCI up to? Oh, this is the one that some of y'all didn't close when I did, and it really has taken off. That's outstanding. Yeah, these buy signals are crazy, aren't they? Yeah, that's right. All right, back to WMB. What I was going to say is, if you roll it up once, let's use round numbers here. All right, we paid 160 to get in. If we roll it up now and get 80, that leaves 80 cents of risk. So we've taken off half of the risk. That means the trade that you put on now cost you half as much as it did a couple days ago, right? That's exciting. Then if we are able to roll it again for, let's say, 85 cents, that means no matter what, you are guaranteed a profit on the second roll. Not right now. You are guaranteed a profit. There is zero risk in the trade. Does that make sense? Right? You spent 160. You took in 80 cents of credit. If we're able to do it again, take in another 80 cents of credit, the trade is free. How cool is that? I love me some voodoo. That is awesome. So that's the plan right now. I'm going to go ahead and do it. This is WMB rolling up from the 40 to 41s. I have no idea where we're going to get filled, but I'm certainly going to try. So closing the full order at the 40, buying the same number of contracts, one strike closer at the 41s. Mid price says 82. Ooh, I just submitted my order and I got filled right away at 82. Yeah, I'll take it. Cool. So that means 160 minus 82. We only have 78 cents in risk per contract on this right now. So that's exciting, right? We just took off. Here. Get some perspective here. You just got half of the amount that it cost back, right? You spent 160 to get the contract. Now you just rolled it up and you took in half of that back to your account right now that you can start trading with. How cool is that? Give or take wherever you get filled at. So I got filled at 82. Let me drop that in the Discord. Let me find one I can copy. There we go. Okay. Today is the 21st. Rolled up the WMB. It was 40 to 41, right? Yeah. For 80 cents. Or no, I got filled at 82, didn't I? Yeah, 82. Keeps the trader alive, books partial profits. All right, so that's on the board. Do need to make a slight change on here. The half ATR now goes from where we just rolled it up to. Okay, so we're 41.76. Now we need to move the half ATR up to that. Okay, so 59, let's call it 60 cents, or 60 cents is one ATR. Look down here. There was a question about ATR in the Discord, and it's the average true range. So the average size of move per day over the last X number of days, in this case, 14. And then you balance that with the number of shares you put on, right? So if you go and use the outlier scanner that I built, right, it calculates the ATR for you, and then you can balance the same option or even same share size between stocks, right? So I always give the example of Coke and Tesla, right? Two very different stocks. You've got Coke, which is a high flying, doesn't do a whole lot actually. You've got Coke, that's a very boring stock, and then you've got Tesla, which is a very exciting stock, right? You could have 220 contracts of Coke versus 20 contracts of Tesla and have approximately the same amount of risk, which is determined by the ATR. You can see a 56-cent ATR versus a $6 ATR. So I always like to use that example. Hey, Brian. We just rolled up WMB, and I need to move up the half ATR. So 30 cents. So the ATR right now is right at 60 cents. We're going to 30 cents below there. So 41.46. Bada bing, bada boom. That's it. So that's our plan, right? Same everything for tomorrow. Okay, but we just moved up the half ATR. All right, let's go to the next step. Next step is to grab today's signals. So I've already done that, and there's only a handful. Let me pull it up over here. There's only 4 that pass for my criteria, right? Which is it needs a green overlay and over 1 million shares traded daily. But then even that, I only trade stocks that are over $20, and this is 6. This is 7. This is really close. It's at 1990. But let's go take a look at that one. So if I run my scanner here, nothing's going to pull through. We can look at each one of those individually. RIG, $6 stock. I'm not going to trade it. RF, it's below the 10 EMA. So I wouldn't trade it because why wouldn't I trade this, right? Why wouldn't I trade it? Now, like I say, my style of trading, I wouldn't trade this because it's already under the 10 EMA, which is an exit point for me, right? So if it's already under my exit point, then my exit point doesn't count on this one. And I can't trade that, right? I can't trade that because it doesn't fit my criteria. FTI is inside of an order block. And AG is, it's only $7 and it's well below yesterday's low. So I wouldn't trade that one either. So a super easy day today. We just rolled up. What do we roll up? WMB. That's right. We rolled up WMB and holding Walmart, and that's it. No new trades to put on. Some days it can actually be that simple. That's why I say it only takes about 10 minutes a day. Once you know what you're looking for, once you know what to do, and if you didn't talk as much, Chris, we could get out of here a lot faster. Thank you all so much for coming. See you right back here tomorrow. Housekeeping. Monday, the market is closed for Memorial Day. And then, so don't come back on the 27th. And then the 3rd through the 14th, I will be on vacation. So there will be no trading rooms during that time. But I do encourage you all to put your big wins in the share your big wins section. Let's go ahead and go through this real quick. Mahesh doesn't count. Sebastian murdered it on JCI, which is awesome. He made, how much did he make? 89% on his contracts. Dude, that's so sick. Way to go. Dave got a nice win overnight, a 27% gain. That's awesome. So be sure to share with us what you're up to. We want to know. And we want to share with everybody else how successful you are. Thank you all so much for coming to today's OVTLYR Trading Room. See you right back here tomorrow. Talk soon.